Activated. 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 Activated.
The security switch had to be in that booth. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra esse...
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Cheia de bomba de Você não passa de um cadáver pra mim! Mire pra cá!
Ai, meu braço! It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up half-wit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, and of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Estou metendo fogo! Fudeu! Vem logo! Você não tem como lutar contra o exército! Guarda a arma, seu bufão!
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was. 5,000... was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. The bastards had me locked in. This was a waste of time. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. The bastards had me locked in. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. This was a waste of time. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could... I could...
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Another pile of bodies, and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. More goddamn security doors. Special Forces painkillers. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Continue andando! Eu te dou cobertura! Caralho, tô ficando velho! Pega, baixo!
Perdi! Beleza, perdi!
Atira no filho da puta, porra!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Puta que pariu! Pega ele! Vai, avança! Vamos! Pode pegar ele, porra! Frescura! Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo! Se estiver na
Beleza,
merda,
rapaziada,
atire,
bom
capitão!
trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Ninguém... Ele me pegou!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
You are doing so well! You have to go and fight! You will see what a joke you are! I hoped I'd be the one to kill you! Give Rodrigo my regards! You should know when to walk away! Why do you think you're not there? You don't know when you're lost, do you?
Hey, eu preciso de cobertura! Ai!
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I like to just say, Max, I just...
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them, every last one of those bastards. Now that I made it through check-in, come on, you bastards.
Saiam daqui agora! Vai! Procura cobertura! Atira! Me dá cobertura! Atira agora! Ai, porra! Dói pra... Oh! Quase me atingiu! Me pegou! Meu braço! Não consigo sem... Ufa! Droga! Vou por fundo!
felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape. They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Doors!
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. I felt like I'd missed out on the joke. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. and I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Eu tenho tudo sob controle. Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker!
Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! 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 Me dê cobertura! Você tá protegido! You're pissing on another man's bullets! Filho da puta! Filho da puta!
Stop, Becker! Come clean!
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Whoa!
Eyes are running in over on the right! Amp! Over to the right! Come on! Don't give up!
Come on! We've got a flight to catch!
It's not going to take off without... We're getting hit! Aye! Shit!
That about sums it up.
They're blocking the runway! They behave like an army and they're equipped like one! Shit! Right there! I'm normally a behind-the-desk kind of cop!
Only I...
career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with. Oh!
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I walk. You'll walk with a limp!
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway.